Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We got a lot of matches coming your way for advantage for Blood and Guts. Coming up, a lot of these matches will kind of set the face for Blood and Guts. A Blood and Guts advantage battle. You see, for the men's, Orange Cassidy take on Claudio, as well as Darby Allin take on Daniel Garcia for match 2. Match 3, Roger Strong versus John Moxley. In match 1, Megan Bang will take on Queen Alamana. Match 2, Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue, and Holly Campbell versus Tekla. All these 3 matches coming up as well. As AEW did this unexpected announcement right here. The AEW announced that they're going to be bringing the National Championship. How many more titles the AEW needs? Good God. More than ever expected. But we have more names that could be added, as Ricochet wants to put his name in the hat, as well as the Hurt Syndicate. We'll put their name in the hat. We'll talk about that coming up. And on Wrestling Hot Topic, does WWE have an age problem? We'll get to the list right here, right a little bit later on in the show. And that's first for get to the AEW Dynamite Ring Report right here, right now, here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kid Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe if you can. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right. Let's move on forward to the advantage battle. Something that's never been done before. I don't know why they want to do this. The advantage battle is this next week. Blood and Guts coming your way. Looking forward to seeing Blood and Guts. The men and women Blood and Guts gonna see sort of like War Games estimate style matches. So we'll see that coming up. But we get things started here on the Pro Wrestling Show with Orange Cassidy taking on Claudio. Well, we see that beforehand. We'll get to this. Hangman Page, the world champion, and teaming up with Hook and Eddie Kingston to take on the Ops. Samoa Joe didn't forget about what happened last week when he got outsmarted by Hangman Page, who dressed as Tony Schiavone, which that was just wild and crazy. Man, I never imagined Tony Schiavone being on cosplay like that, but he was to his own advantage. Well, we get to this right here. One match from the beginning. Orange Cassidy taking on Claudio for advancement. This is the first match of the advantage match. And what the advantage was, who's going to get the upper advantage? Well, Claudio did get the first advantage out of the match, pinning Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, I don't know what they're doing with him. Is he going to be a character or they don't know what they're going to do with him? Orange Cassidy lost his advantage. Orange Cassidy lost to Claudio. Claudio, as you see right here, getting the advantage for the Death Riders. The next advantage match come at the bottom of your screen right there would be Darby Allin taking on Daniel Garcia. What a match that was. Darby Allin pinning Daniel Garcia right here with the Scorpion Deathlock, a move bestowed to him by Sting. Sting giving Darby Allin the Scorpion Deathlock, and Darby Allin getting the victory over Daniel Garcia. I think Daniel Garcia didn't see that coming. So, hey, we see how that's gonna go eventually, and how this gonna do. Let's move over to the women's side. The women's side of things, as you see right here. I guess did we see Queen on? Did we see that? Okay. Megan Bang won her match over Queen Almama. Megan Bang pinning Queen Almama to get the victory. Queen Almama didn't have no chance whatsoever to pin Megan Bang to do so. So Megan Bang getting the victory for Queen Almama for the advantage match. Well, as Jamie Hayter and her team look like the Jamie Hayter will take on Sky Blue this week for the advantage match, I guess, in the tie for collision. As you see, a lot of the women getting themselves together, as well as you see right here, Mercedes Monet, a lot of the other women getting themselves together. Megan Bain, the rest of them getting themselves advantage. But you see Hardy Cameron, they have a chance where Hardy Cameron had to really put her stuff together this week. Speaking of that, did Hardy Cameron was well Hardy Cameron and Willow, yeah, they won over Monet and Athena, which is crazy. That's an upset right there when you think about it. Mercedes Monet and Athena didn't win, get advanced. The sisters are saying we'll take on Harley Cameron and Willow coming up. Megan Bain and Ty J, they'll have their match, and Willow and Minka and Windsor will have their match down the road. So we'll see how that's going to go down eventually as well. So we'll see. You see here, Meg, the upset right here. Did not see this coming. I think what's going on for real. Well, we saw this. The Hurt Syndicate went to the ring, had their own little segment tonight. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP. Heard rumors about some championship was coming, and they hearing that the rumors are true. AEW is going to announce that they're going to bring back the International Championship, and the winner will be crowned in a Casino Battle Royale. Be crowned the next champion. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin could be the heavy favorites to win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if this man right here, Ricochet took center stage to get his message across, trying to see what he wants to do and how he wants to do it and stuff. But we see Ricochet along with Talion and Kong. Ricochet saying that he wants to be next in line to be the next, and the crowd did not like Ricochet. The crowd let Ricochet know what they thought. The crowd was going wild and bananas, and Ricochet saying that he's going to win it and become the new casino champion, the champion and the winner, and the new national champion. Good luck on that, Ricochet. Ricochet's gonna have his work cut out of him if he gonna go against Bobby Lashley and if he and Shelton Benjamin, who could be the heavy favorites to win it. I'll tell you that right now. Well, we get to this right here. Mark Briscoe won a shot at the TNT Championship, but they keep telling him no. But they gave him a proposal that if he doesn't beat Kyle O'Reilly, he must join the Don Callis family. They might make him a servant, and stuff like that. And Mark Briscoe agreed. So likely Mark Briscoe might win the championship at Full Gear. Likely. Also, too, you see right here, Stokely Hathaway getting chased by you know who. You see Stokely Hathaway. They didn't realize they FTR will get a shot at the tag team championships. FTR will get their shot coming up. We'll see when FTR will challenge Bandino and Brian. I forgot his name. Broly. I forgot his name. Brody something. If you know who in the comments who I'm talking about, I know it's Brody something. They try to do a scene like the Shining and stuff. So we see how that's gonna go as well. So a lot of moving parts throughout. Even to the part that the Death Riders try to get their hands on the conglomeration and try to attack them. Death Riders doing the same thing. We know that next week will be the battle of the Death Riders. Will take on members of the conglomeration along with Darby Allin and Blood and Guts, along with in the men's side thing. But women, Mercedes Monet, Megan Bain, Maria Sharina, and the Triangle of Madness taking on Chris Stanley, the women's champion, Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale, Mika, Jamie Hayter, and Howard Cameron. That's going to be an exciting match. We got 5-on-5 on the men's side, the 10-man, and we got 12 in the women. So they're going to really beat the holy crap out of each other. You can tell that's going to be my favorite match to see next week. So we're looking forward to seeing that as well. Well, we get to the main event. Main event of the evening was the The Ops went against in a huge 6-man tag team match against world champion Hangman Page, um, Hook, and Eddie Kingston. Did not do so well for them. The Ops getting their retribution revenge from last week. What went down? Small Joe ain't playing no more. Next Small Joe's getting to the point that he's gonna want to take his anger and frustration out. And who can blame Joe for what he got going on? Joe looks like Powerhouse Hobbs will get a shot next week if we can show Powerhouse Hobbs. If we can show Powerhouse Hobbs getting a shot next week. Yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs will get a shot next week for the get a non-time match against Hangman Page. You might well say it's false count anyway. Yes, it is. But you might well say the world championship is on the line as well for him to do so. So who knows? They might put the world title on the line. Might as well. Powerhouse Hobbs Penta. So we'll see that coming up next week. All right, that does it for the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Let's move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. Wrestling Hot Topics. You see this list right here. These are the current wrestlers in the WWE roster right now. And can we move the news ticker right quick? You see right here the average wrestler in WWE right now is 42 years old. 42. I want to say 42 years old rather than you see right here. The average in WWE back then, nearly 25 years ago, was 33 years old. Wow, a difference 25 years make. And do I see anybody from that roster back then? I really don't see nobody from back then. From now, everybody's retired. I see the Rock still active, but he's inactive right now. Stone Cold's retired. The Undertaker's retired. Mick Foley retired. Triple H retired. Kurt Angle's retired. Shawn Michaels retired. Kane still haven't had his retirement match. Jericho still haven't had his. Still active. Big Show still has it. And you see on the list right now, Cody Rhodes, Roman, John Cena. John Cena's about to retire in almost a month from now. Randy Orton, Gunther, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, and Jey Uso. This is the average list right here. And back then, most of the wrestlers, Big Show was only 28 years old. Big Show and The Rock. Stone Cold was, 36. The Undertaker, Mick Foley. A lot of people still in the habit of things. I can tell you that right now. But WWE got an age problem. They're gonna have to work on that. Got Logan Paul, got Austin Theory. I don't know what they're doing. Carmelo Hayes and the rest of them, they just the heights and stuff like that. But I think they rather pick Logan and Austin Theory rather than Carmelo Hayes. That's just my opinion and stuff right now. But, we know this right here. We told you right here. Rodino will take on FTR. Looking forward to seeing that for the World Tag Team Championship. You see that going on. Also, too, this fan pointing out right here says it's not looking too good for WWE. Fox was disappointed with SmackDown ratings and Council. NBC was disappointed with Saturday Night Main Event and Council. X was disappointed with Speed and Council. I think it really didn't matter with X. X just show. Netflix, ESPN, both are disappointed. But WWE numbers and realizing what they had overpaid, they probably got buyer's remorse. What? I mean, somebody shouldn't tell you, or someone you should know what WWE products are. WWE is a good product. You have to work on their storyline. This is it. Now they got AI. We told you earlier in the show that AEW announced that they're bringing the National Championship. Used to be a symbol in the WCW days, and now AEW trying to overbuy with these championships. Keep it simple and simplistic. You got the International Championship, and you want to bring the National Championship here. It's just way too much. Way too much belts. Way too many belts being introduced and they're not serving no purpose. I I used to think too, the belts don't make it the man makes the belts, but I think Tony Khan's not listening. He's gonna do what he wants to do. Look at it like it's a game. I get it, but at the same token, um, it's not serving the purpose. What's the belts gonna do and how they're gonna alleviate the person's career? That's what I'm thinking. And then you ain't gonna do nothing with it. Look how you doing with Okada. Look at you doing with Hangman Page. They're not defending the championships as they should, but he thinks he knows what's best for his business. Then go ahead for it. We'll go with that. All right. We know next week. Next week will be the matchup. We know that Hangman Adam Page will go against um Powerhouse Hobbs, a non-tie, non-falls count anywhere match. So look forward to seeing that. This is the two matches I'm looking forward to seeing. Blood and guts. The women and the men. What a blood and guts match is going to be. We told you. All these participants are going to give their heart and soul, and they're all in this match. So we're looking forward to seeing who's going to be leaving blood and guts and victorious. This is really like Survivor Series season with blood and guts and Survivor Series coming up later on in the month. So looking forward to seeing all these matches coming your way. So for me being Kendrick Dix saying so long, we'll see you for AEW Blood and Guts next week. But you keep on watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.